Okay, remember I said this one gets the character rate 98? I felt like I was wrong. This gets the character 100% right. The only layer that's missing is the good quality color grain that is missing to make the character feel truly come alive like he should. But he still comes alive, and the character arc is really great. And for Spider-Man in this film, Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, this character arc is him learning that he is a hero. And you see, he looks up to Tony Stark and he wants to be just like him. But by the end of the film, the hero who he wants to be like is himself. So, yeah, and so he turns, and that's why he turns down Tony's offer about being Avenger, because he realized who he wants to be when he grows up is himself. Not like Tony Stark, but he wants to be like himself. He wants to be his own hero, his own man. That's the whole point of his. See, the whole point is like the whole. This is about an identity movie, and it's about finding himself, and he finds who he is, and by the end of the third act of the movie, he finds that in a conflict that he's facing with himself to impress Tony Stark, he realizes he doesn't need to impress Tony Stark. He doesn't need to prove anything to Tony Stark. He needs to prove something to himself. And what he needs to prove to himself, that he has to believe that he is a hero as much as I believe in him. And that's what really matters. So, and he does that and takes on the bad guy. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of the plot. So the plot is Spider-Man, after helping out the Avengers, he's considered not really Avenger because he hasn't proved anything to Tony Stark. And he hasn't realized until the third act, when he's trapped behind the concrete, the one who he doesn't even prove anything to Tony Stark. He needs to prove something to himself, that he is capable of, that he is much more capable than what Tony Stark is saying. And he needs to prove that to himself, that he is capable of more than what Tony Stark thinks he is, than just what Tony Stark thinks. He needs to prove that to himself. Not just Tony, but himself most of all, because that's the only thing that really matters. So, Spider-Man gets figured out, his thing gets figured out by his friend, and he's trying to, he's also lacking confidence to ask this girl out, but she ends up asking him out. He gets the attention and stuff because he's busy being Spider-Man. So the teacher's not really mad at him because they know that he's a really good kid. He's a good kid. And these guys, and he's being pushed in the right direction. And Tony just wants him to not stay out the whole Vulture guy and let Tony do stuff, because Tony doesn't see Spider-Man as a real hero yet. But Spider-Man doesn't see him as a real hero yet, but yet he's just so eager to prove himself. You know, he doesn't really see him as that real hero until the third act. So, the Vulture guy is the girl's father that he has a crush on and gets asked and about to go prom with. And they find out that they're both, one's Spider-Man and one's Vulture. They find out each one of them find out their secret identity. Peter's scared out of his mind. Vulture just wants him to stay out of his way and show his girl a good time. he is. He says that to her she doesn't deserve this to happen to her because she's so awesome. And he goes after the Vulture after the suit's taken away from him by Tony Stark. He wears his own raggedy suit that he made himself when he became Spider-Man. Now, it is hinted that Aunt May and Aunt Peter are going through some sort of grief for that's been going. Peter and Aunt May have been going through some sort of grief. It is hinting at this Uncle Ben's death, who was probably killed 6 months ago, and that's why Peter doesn't want to tell her that he is fighting because she won't let him do what he really wants to do is just help people. And because he's so into it, and he just loves every minute of being Spider-Man. But at the same time, he doesn't see that he's a real hero because he blames himself for Uncle Ben's death. This is my point of view. As in this, until the third act when he does see him truly as a real hero again, and which makes him believe that was him believing in himself makes him got the power to lift the solid concrete after being ambushed by the Vulture. And he rooted for himself for the first time, and decides to believe in himself for the first time. In all the 6 or 7 months that he's been Spider-Man, he decides to truly first time he believes in it. First time he decides to believe himself for the first time. And that's when Spider-Man starts that's when he really starts, his hero part starts really coming out because he's believing in himself. That's when he really starts acting like a hero, because that's when he really starts acting like a hero when he really starts believing in himself for the first time for his run on being Spider-Man. And it's pretty beautiful to watch. And he stops the Vulture and brings him into custody, and he's just in prison. Vulture gets in prison, won't rat out Peter's secret identity to anyone. And Peter let the girl he loved go and then told her the truth that he's Spider-Man, and he has to live with that now. But that all of that character development instantly gets wiped away in Far From Home. And Peter's Aunt May is shocked when she just walks right into him wearing the Spider-Man costume, and she's like, "What the hell?" And shocked that he is Spider-Man. And yeah, that's where it ends off. Peter's story ends like this, so you're hoping that would come to a conclusion, bring closure on that, on all the stuff that it acknowledged, and bring it more of a continuing what the have the knowledge in here, and giving you some closure in Far From Home. But no, these erased it like it didn't matter. Yeah, it sucks, so. Yeah, you just want to forget about it, this. So, I say the three best live action comic book movies are Spider-Man Homecoming, Batman v Superman, Hellboy 2019, and number 4 is Deadpool 2, and number 5, and last but not least, I said number 5 is X-Men Apocalypse. And I'm not playing Avengers Endgame because it wasn't good enough. Yeah, I'm saying that this is a better movie than Avengers Endgame. This made me cry harder than any Marvel movie has ever made me cry. And it's also made me, I never laughed harder, or cried harder, or chanted harder. Or this is the most emotion I have ever been invested in any Marvel MCU movie. The second best is Endgame, but it's not even one of the best live action comic book movies. In my opinion, just it impressed me, but didn't impress me enough. It didn't impress me enough. I think that could be, I don't know what it could be. I don't know what it is, but it could be the color green, it could be anything. I don't know. So I think it's the color grading, because the fact you didn't fix, they put it less quality color grading than in Homecoming, makes me feel like, you don't want me to get as much in most events as possible, because the two best color grading Marvel film is Homecoming and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and the upcoming Black Widow film that I did a review on the trailer. And I don't know which is which is my favorite. I don't know. I can tell you which are my three favorites. And it's Batman v Superman, Homecoming, and Hellboy 2019 is my three favorites. Equally, because it's hard to break them down because I love all three of them so much. But if I had to, I see Batman v Superman is 1, Hellboy and Homecoming, Hellboy 2019, and Spider-Man Homecoming is number 2. And when Spider-Man gets hurt in this film, I don't want to. I'm not cheering like I am. It says, "Yeah, bring on the massacre," like in Civil War. I'm actually worried for him that something's going to happen to Spider-Man because, well, I love this version of Spider-Man. It's saying I don't love Far From Home because they forgot to bring his personality to life. Because they forgot, in order to be funny, you have to be very energetic. You have to be very funny and make as much bad joke as possible. You have to be sure of yourself because that's his personality. Throughout this entire film, he is sure of his decisions, and crack the worst moment, will constantly crack a joke, a really bad one, and he is also all the time energetic and brings a different level. His energy is high when he's Spider-Man than when he's Peter Parker. When it's Peter Parker, his energy is very low and doesn't really crack jokes at all, and unsure of himself as Peter Parker. But as Spider-Man, he seems to be the opposite. Spider-Man is his polar opposite. It is who he really is on the inside. It just takes him a while to realize that the suit doesn't make him Spider-Man. He made him Spider-Man. He alone did that. And he realized that in the third act of the film, before he leaps the concrete, he looks at the mask, and that's when he realized that Spider-Man is himself. He is Spider-Man. No one else. Not the suit, not Tony Stark, not any of the Avengers, just Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Peter Parker made him Spider-Man, and he realized that in the third act of the film, and that's why it's one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. And one of the greatest heroes of all time. I hope this is summed up.